Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Venom issue number 31. This is the first issue of Venom that is within the King in Black series. So, if we remember what happened in the Absolute Carnage series, the Venom comic book was 100% booty. Every single issue was nothing but a recap issue of stuff that happened before in the main event or even in the ancillary issues or the tie-ins or anything like that. But the Venom book itself was completely and entirely useless, null and void, right? I literally just made that up. So, with this current event, about a year later, that Donny Cates is doing, is the Venom book better? A little bit. Let's get talking about who made this comic book. We'll get into the story itself. So this issue is called 32 Seconds. I have some speculation on why it's called that. I don't actually know. Donny Cates is the writer, Iban Coelho on art, and Jesus Abertov doing the colors. Letters are done by VC's Clayton Cowles. Coelho and Frank Martin do the cover art. There's a couple of variant covers out there. Feel free to go check them out. I don't actually talk with that accent. For some reason, I feel like I'm into it. Anyway, aside from that, yeah, bang, let's go. Oh, Patrick McGrath doing the King in Black logo design, baby. So, yeah, we start off with Rex Strickland talking about, if you get this message, well, you're probably dead. Because I know I'm dead, and everybody's probably dead. Because that means that Eddie Brock failed. I sent him to a mission, and we're gonna see if this stuff worked or not. Not exactly the greatest beginning in the world, because this is a long time ago. How long a time ago was it? Like a year and a half ago? 2 years? When this, like, from issue 1 of Venom? I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess it's about time that we see Rex again, that we see the Grendel again. You know what I'm saying? But this was weird. I guess it was just a reminder. And if that's all it was, I can't fault anybody for that. We just need a reminder that the Grendel is still there. It still exists. And yeah. This event should be amazing because if we remember, back towards the beginning, what was it, around issue 6, Eddie finally found a way the second time to defeat a dragon, one of the symbiote dragons. Now the sky is filled with them. Plus, there are celestials that are symbiotized. Bro, I'm saying, like, it's crazy and it looks like they're overwhelming odds. But Eddie himself eventually has to go and face Null directly so early in the series. And when he does this, he gets stripped of his symbiote. The symbiote is crying, please, please don't separate me from him, please. And the symbiote saying, oh, he's useless, blah, 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 blah. He's hampering you. He's hindering. He's always been holding you back. You're better off without him. Forget him. Don't even mourn him. And starts taking the symbiote away. Meanwhile, he drops Eddie in his black shorts off the side of this building. Now, I don't remember if they said which building this was. I don't know. But I do know that this particular building is not the Empire State Building or the Chrysler Building, because there are other buildings taller than this building. You can see by the art that's out there. Well, why do I care which building this is? Because it says 32 seconds. Maybe this is that 32 seconds to the Deadly Night in Rome. There's a lot of stuff out there. I'm looking up 32 seconds, trying to find everything I can about 32 seconds specifically. I'm trying to figure out what the building is because I'm trying to look to see the weight ratio of an average, fairly large sized human being, how long it would take for him to fall off of a building. We don't have a building, do we? I don't think so. I don't think that we have a building high enough in New York City to actually reach terminal velocity. But again, I didn't actually do that. And I'm talking out of school right now. 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever. You don't want to hear me do the math for that. Every 2 seconds, you wind up gaining like twice the speed that you were previously. So anyway, trying to do all those calculations. I don't know why this is called 32 seconds. It could be because that's how long it takes for him to fall where he's about to fall. But he also grabs onto a helicopter, and then that helicopter gets swooped away by a dragon, and then he starts falling off from there also. Bro, on the way down, this dude cracks at least 2 bones one in his arm, one in his leg. Like he's got not just abrasions, like full on lacerations and clean breaks. Homeboy ain't doing good. So if he gets up from this, it ain't going to be an easy getting up, you know? He's going to need some healing factor to hook him back up again. That being said, I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler for the end of this book because it's kind of important for you to understand. And I'm almost there, so you should leave any time now if you didn't read this book yet. This story was really good. I enjoyed this, but nothing happened. Seriously, great art of a man falling for an entire issue of a book, and he never actually lands. You remember that that scene from Thor Ragnarok? Doctor Strange throws Loki in that Porta's like, I've been falling for a half hour, whatever the hell it was, 10 minutes, whatever the hell it was. It's like, that was really funny. The way I'm not getting that from this one. Eddie starts actually praying, like he gets rigid as a board. He starts praying. It's like, wow, this is how you know it's desperate, right? Like he's going through the stages of grief as he's falling. Like it's really good and it's really introspective. But I'm coming in here with a crutch. The crutch that Venom books don't mean anything to Donny Cates when there's an event going on. Again, you might very well like this book. And I did also, but I cannot change the fact that nothing actually happened in this issue. It did not advance the story any further, except a little bit of talking where the talking itself didn't really do much for the story. Null got about, 8 feet further away than he was before. Eddie fell in a straight line, but according to the X and the Y, he's no further away than he was. like they're all in the same places they were previously, and that's the sin that I'm seeing. Guys, Venom has been consistently one of the best books that Marvel has been producing in a while, ever since Donny Cates jumped on it. And prior to Donny Cates, we had 2 to 3 rapid succession of people just, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's 5 issues for you. Here's 3 issues for you. Okay, you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? But Donnie's been doing this pretty consistently. We haven't had a Venom run like this in a while. And it is consistent, except when there is an event, specifically a Venom event. And that's killing me. Bro, I told you, I've said this before, Donny Cates falls into a lot of tropes, but he usually does them in a great way. Donny Cates sometimes creates his own tropes. And this particular trope that Donny has, where he makes Venom an entirely useless book during a Venom event, is already getting tiresome. I need the Venom, the main book, to have something to do with the event, which should be the focus, but this can't be an afterthought. I need to see more than just Eddie land in the next issue. I need to see some actual development. I don't need this to just be a recap of everything else that's happened. Dylan talking to Iron Man for a couple of moments isn't really doing anything for me. Plus, why was there a movie camera up on top of that building to begin with? What the hell is going on here? Like, was there a guy in a symbiote going with his tongue in it? Like, what is going on? This is a weird thing, man, but is what it is. I don't know, maybe that was supposed to be the helicopter. It could be the newscopter, but it looked like it was a lot lower, that camera, a lot lower than a helicopter could have gone on the, because remember, they're standing at the edge and it's behind him. So I'm saying, I know angles, bro. So this was a weird one. I liked it. Again, I liked it. But nah, I need to see a hell of a lot more in the succeeding issues for me to even consider calling Venom a good book while the event is going on. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Comic Book University, comicbookuni.com, links below, and sponsors and all sorts of cool things. Support the channel. Talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.